Here's a lesson in legitimacy for you guys. If people go through enough shit, it doesn't matter. The will of the people, divine right to rule, the mandate of heaven, all that shit is made up. And the worse off your country is, the more made up it is. This is Darius the First, and he is considered one of the great kings of the Achaemenid Empire. With one slight stipulation being that he kind of wasn't Achaemenid at all, but for some reason is still considered part of the same dynasty as Cyrus the Great, even though the two are probably not blood related. Darius came to power in kind of a weird way when Cyrus the Great's son, Cambyses, went insane. He murdered his brother, Bardia, and then died of gangrene while on campaign in Egypt. But Bardia's death wasn't known to the people, so a wizard, yes, a wizard, get with the program, called Gautama, took his place on the throne once both brothers were dead, and said, "I'm Bardia, guys, trust me." Of course, this is Darius' story as he told it. Darius, who had served Cambyses, allegedly met up with 6 other noble houses from the rest of the Persian Empire, and they all decided that they were going to assassinate the pretender. They launched their conspiracy and it went very well, but afterwards, Darius managed to convince them to keep the monarchy around. Because a lot of these old stories revolving around Darius' rise to power come from who else but Darius, you can't blame me for being a little bit suspect that the Bardia pretender who was on the throne may have actually been Bardia himself, and that this whole story was a fabrication for Darius to justify assassinating the rightful ruler. But because Darius was a good king in action, married one of Cyrus's daughters, and either spun up or reported a whole host of really interesting stories surrounding his rise to the throne, nobody really cared. And nobody really does to this day, because he's considered one of the greatest members of the Achaemenid house. Which, you know what? Fair enough.